The fastest way to look more expensive isn't a louder logo. It's carrying a slim leather wallet that keeps your pocket line clean and wearing boots that make basic outfits look intentional. These are 12 premium quiet luxury items every guy needs. Number 12, a leather phone case. Your phone is probably the object you touch most in a day. Meetings, messages, maps, photos, calls, payments, it never leaves your hand for long. So if you're still wrapping it in some cheap plastic case that looks worn out after 3 months, you're missing an easy upgrade. A leather phone case makes a very ordinary object feel considered. It adds texture, it ages better, and it gives your phone some character instead of making it look like everyone else's. What matters here is restraint. Go for black, dark brown, maybe deep tan, something clean and understated. Not a huge logo, not a loud color, just a simple case that looks better the more you use it. That's the whole appeal. Quiet luxury works best when the item feels personal, not performed. A good leather case also changes how you treat the thing. You stop tossing it around as carelessly. You become a little more deliberate, and that spills into the rest of your presentation. It's a small detail, but those are the details men should already be winning on. Number 11, a key organizer. This is one of the most underrated upgrades a grown man can make. Loose keys are loud, messy, annoying in your pocket, and they make your everyday carry feel unfinished. A key organizer fixes all of that. It keeps everything compact, stops the jingling, prevents your keys from scratching your phone, and instantly makes that little pocket interaction feel more refined. It's not a flashy purchase, which is exactly why it fits this list. The point of premium quiet luxury is taking the annoying parts of daily life and cleaning them up. A good key organizer does that better than almost anything under this category. Leather makes it even stronger because now it feels like part of your carry, not just some hardware solution. And here's the real reason it matters. Men who look put together usually aren't doing one giant thing better than everyone else. They're just removing friction. They're tightening up small systems. They're making sure the things they use all day don't feel chaotic. You grab your keys, everything is folded neatly, nothing's rattling, nothing's stabbing your leg through your pocket. That's a better way to move through the day, and it quietly says you don't live like a college kid anymore. Number 10, a valet tray. A lot of us lose points at home before we ever step outside. Your wallet is on the counter, keys are in the kitchen, watches are on the dresser, receipts are everywhere, and then every morning starts with a 5-minute search for things they use every single day. A valet tray solves that. It's the landing pad for your essentials, and it makes your space feel more composed the second you walk in. Leather is perfect here because it looks warm, masculine, and finished without trying too hard. A good tray also changes your routine in a way most guys don't expect. It creates order with almost no effort. You come home, empty your pockets, and everything has a place. That doesn't just look better, it feels better. It reduces that low-grade background chaos a lot of men have accepted as normal. And visually, it does something important too. It makes your apartment or bedroom look like a man lives there on purpose. Not just somebody renting space and scattering objects around. It's functional decor, yes, but more than that, it's evidence of standards. Quiet luxury at home isn't marble everywhere and expensive nonsense. Sometimes it's just having a beautiful place to set down the things you actually use. Number 9, a leather desk mat. If you spend hours a day at a desk, then your workspace is part of your image whether you like it or not. It affects how you feel while you're working, how your setup looks on calls, and whether your environment makes you sharper or sloppier. A leather desk mat is one of the cleanest upgrades you can make because it instantly pulls the whole space together. It frames the work area, softens the surface, and makes everything on top of it look more intentional. Laptop, notebook, watch, pen, charging cable, all of it suddenly looks curated instead of random. And that matters more in your 30s and 40s because this is the stage where a lot of your life is built from a desk. Whether that's running a business, managing clients, working from home, or just handling the administrative side of being an adult. A premium desk mat turns that daily zone into something you actually want to sit down at. Go dark, keep the design simple, and let the material do the work. You don't need some loud gamer setup. You need something calm, polished, and masculine. Something that makes the hours you already spend there feel less like maintenance and more like control. Number 8. A slim leather card holder or wallet. This is one of the fastest upgrades a man can make. If your wallet is bulky, overstuffed, and packed with things you haven't used in 6 months, people notice even if they don't say anything. A slim wallet fixes the silhouette of your pants or jacket, keeps your essentials organized, and tells people you know how to edit. That's really what makes it premium. Not just the leather, not just the stitching, but the discipline behind it. You only carry what you actually need. Card, cash, ID, maybe one backup piece. Done. A good wallet should disappear in your pocket while still feeling great in your hand. Dark leather works best because it looks cleaner over time and doesn't chase trends. This is also one of those items that shows up in real public moments. Picking up a tab, handing over a card, tipping, checking into a hotel, all small things. But they add up. Men in their 30s and 40s should already understand that presentation isn't only the suit or the jacket. It's the supporting cast too. A sharp wallet doesn't scream money. It says you handle your life neatly, and that's a much stronger signal. Number 7. A proper grooming kit. A lot of men overcomplicate grooming and still don't look well kept. You don't need 10 products lined up on the sink. You need a system that works. A good razor, a reliable brush if you wet shave, a quality cream or soap, and a moisturizer that keeps your skin from looking tired and neglected. That's enough. The reason this belongs on a quiet luxury list is because grooming is one of the few daily rituals where quality has an immediate payoff. A better razor glides more smoothly. A better cream protects the skin. A better brush makes the whole process feel intentional instead of rushed. And if you wear a beard, the same principle still applies. The edges matter. The neckline matters. The condition of your skin matters. Men in their 30s and 40s don't get the same grace they had in their early 20s. If you look puffy, irritated, sloppy, or dry, it shows faster. A proper grooming kit isn't about turning your bathroom into a museum. It's about looking like a man who takes care of himself without needing to make a speech about it. That quiet competence reads better than any trend. Number 6. A signature scent. Fragrance is one of the few luxury items that people experience before they fully process what you're wearing. And when it's done right, it becomes part of how you're remembered. That's why every man needs one scent he can rely on. Something that feels natural to him, works in multiple settings, and doesn't need explaining. The mistake a lot of men make is chasing compliments instead of identity. They want the loudest thing in the room. That's not the move. Quiet luxury in fragrance is choosing something refined, balanced, and easy to wear. Citrus if you're clean and minimal, woods if you're grounded, leather or smoke if you've got a bit more edge. But whatever you choose, it should feel like an extension of you, not a costume. The right scent changes the way you carry yourself because it finishes the presentation. You feel more put together, more settled, more aware of your own presence. And that matters because style isn't just visual, it's atmospheric. People remember how you made a room feel. A signature scent helps shape that. Not by overpowering anyone, but by leaving behind the impression of a man who understands detail. Number 5. Premium sunglasses. A good pair of sunglasses does 2 jobs at once. It protects your eyes and it frames your face, which means it can either sharpen your whole look or completely throw it off. Cheap pairs almost always fail in the same places. The fit is off, the lenses feel flimsy, the frames age badly, and the branding tries too hard to carry the whole product. Better sunglasses feel different immediately. The frame sits right, the lenses give you cleaner vision, and the shape actually works with your features instead of competing with them. This is where quiet luxury shows up beautifully. Go classic. Black, tortoise, maybe a softer neutral. Green, brown, or gray lenses. Clean lines. No giant logos on the side of your head. The best pairs look expensive because the proportions are right, not because they're shouting the price. Men in their 30s and 40s should treat sunglasses the same way they treat shoes or watches. Not as some throwaway accessory, but as part of the uniform. You put them on while driving, walking into lunch, heading to the airport, spending time outdoors, and they're one of the first style cues people catch. So get a pair that improves your face, not just one that blocks the sun. Number 4, a leather backpack. At this stage of life, your bag is part of your outfit, whether you're commuting, traveling for work, or just moving through a busy day. And if you're still carrying something that looks cheap, saggy, or overly sporty in situations where you need a bit more polish, you're leaving a lot on the table. A leather backpack solves that. It gives you function without sacrificing presence. It holds your laptop, charger, notebook, headphones, whatever you need, but it also looks like it belongs with the rest of your wardrobe. That's important because men in their 30s and 40s often live in that space between business and casual. You're not always in a suit, but you're not dressing like a student either. A leather backpack handles that middle ground well. It looks smarter than canvas, it ages with character, and it tends to hold its shape better over time. That's a huge part of what makes something feel premium. Structure, reliability, a sense that the item was built to last. Choose one with simple lines and minimal hardware. The more understated it is, the more expensive it reads. That's the pattern with almost everything on this list. Number 3, leather boots. Every man should have at least one proper pair, because boots do something sneakers usually can't. They make an outfit feel finished. You swap out the average casual shoe for a clean pair of leather boots, and suddenly the same jeans, same sweater, same coat look more deliberate, more masculine, more adult. That's why boots matter so much in quiet luxury. They're practical, but they also anchor the whole look. They add structure at the bottom, which changes how everything above them reads. Dark brown is hard to beat because it works with denim, trousers, heavier layers, and almost every fall and winter palette a grown man is likely to wear. Black works too if your wardrobe leans sharper and more urban. What matters is quality leather, a good last, and a shape that isn't trying too hard to be trendy. You want timeless, not costume. The other reason boots belong high on this list is durability. A well-made pair can last for years if you take care of it. And that is the whole quiet luxury mindset right there. Buying fewer things, but buying the right ones. Boots aren't cheap, but the right pair pays you back every cold season when the rest of the outfit comes alive around them. Number 2, a leather weekender bag. Travel reveals a lot about a man. It shows whether he overpacks, whether his stuff is organized, whether the things he carries look like they were chosen with intention or grabbed at the last minute. A leather weekender changes that instantly. It makes short trips feel more streamlined, more adult, and more polished. You throw in 2 outfits, grooming essentials, maybe a pair of loafers or sneakers, and you're done. No clumsy suitcase for every little trip. No gym bag pretending to be luggage. A proper weekender sits in that perfect zone where function meets presence. It looks strong, it wears beautifully, and it tells people you understand the value of owning gear that gets better with age. That's a big part of why leather works so well in this category. Scuffs don't ruin it, they personalize it. The bag starts to reflect your actual life. Airport runs, weekend drives, hotel check-ins, quick business trips, and that makes it feel more premium, not less. Go for a rich brown or a clean black. Keep the hardware simple and make sure the size works for the kind of travel you actually do. This is one of those purchases that doesn't just elevate style, it elevates movement. And grown men should care about how they move through the world. Number 1, a high-quality coffee or espresso machine. This is the most adult item on the list because it changes your day before anything else does. A great coffee setup isn't just about caffeine. It's about ritual. It's about starting the morning with something that feels deliberate, calm, and earned. Men in their 30s and 40s understand this better than anybody because by now, your mornings matter. The way you start the day affects everything: your patience, your focus, your energy, your mood. A quality machine turns a rushed habit into a small, private luxury you actually use. Every single day. That's why it earns the top spot. Not because it's flashy, but because the return is constant. Espresso if you like stronger drinks and milk-based stuff. A great brewer if you want something cleaner you can sip while working. But either way, the principle is the same. Buy a machine that feels good to live with. Something reliable, well-built, and easy enough that you won't abandon it after 2 weeks. Quiet luxury isn't only about what people see when you walk into a room. It's also about the standards you set when nobody's watching. And a man who builds a better morning is usually building a better life everywhere else too. That's 12 premium quiet luxury items every guy needs. Not because they shout status, but because they sharpen daily life in ways you actually feel. If you enjoyed this one, subscribe and let me know which item you're upgrading first, because the right small change can clean up your whole game faster than most men realize. Most guys think looking expensive means louder brands and bigger logos. It doesn't. In this video, we break down 12 premium quiet luxury items that actually make a difference. From a slim leather wallet and signature scent, to leather boots, a weekender bag, and even the coffee setup that upgrades your entire morning. These are the kinds of pieces that make you look more polished, more intentional, and more put together without trying too hard. If you want to sharpen your style through better details, better habits, and smarter everyday upgrades, this one's for you. Watch till the end and let me know which item you're upgrading first.